Assume that adults have IQ scores that are normally distributed with a mean of 105 and a standard deviation of 15. Find the probability that a randomly selected adult has an IQ less than 132. So for this example, we're going to first draw a picture, which we want to draw a sketch, and that is of the bell curve. So the first step is to draw a bell curve. And then we're going to label the bell curve because it has a mean of 105. And then we know that the standard deviation is 15. Now the question says, find the probability that a randomly selected adult has an IQ that's less than 132. Then we're going to label 132 on the graph here, and that's going to represent the value of x. And then we're going to draw a line up there, and it says less than. So if it's less than, that means that we're looking for the area that is shaded to the left of this graph. So this is the probability that we're looking for. So in step 2, what we need to do is we need to convert this to a z-score. So in order to do that, we're going to write down our given information. We know that x is equal to 132. We know that the mean is equal to 105. And we know that the standard deviation is given to be 15. So now let's go ahead and find the z-score using the z-score formula, which is x minus the mean over the standard deviation. So the value of x is equal to 132, and then we're going to subtract the mean of 105, and then we're going to divide it by the standard deviation of 15, and then we're going to round it to 2 decimal places. So let's go ahead and do that. So we have 132 minus 105, and then we're going to divide that by 15, and that gives us 1.80. So that is the z-score, 1.80. Okay, so now we want to label our graph, because now we're looking at the standard normal distribution where the mean is going to equal 0, and now we converted this x value into a z-score of 1.80. So now the next step is to find the probability of when the z-score is going to be less than or equal to 1.80. Because again, we're trying to find the probability that it's less than that value. So in order to do that, we're going to open up StatCrunch. So let's go ahead. We're going to open up StatCrunch here. Okay, and so what we're going to do is now we're going to go to Stat, select Calculators, and then scroll all the way down to Normal. Okay, and now what we want to do is we want to find the area that's to the left of this. So we know that we have a mean of 0 and a standard deviation of 1 because now we're in the standard normal distribution. And we want to make sure that we have less than or equal to, so it matches that. And it's going to be less than or equal to our standard deviation of 1.80. And therefore, now we're going to get the probability, and then we want to round that to 4 decimal places, which is 0.9641. So 0.9641. Or we could also write this as a percentage, 96.41%. But we're only concerned for the decimal answer for this question, so we're going to write 0.9641, 0.9641, and there is our probability.